Welcome back. You may notice that there are some things that are very different. First of all, the flowers have grown and they have taken over the planet. And now it's taken over this YouTube channel, apparently. Yeah, so I have switched locations only for a week. I've gone on vacation and I have a lot that I need to rant to you guys about. I'll make a separate video talking about this as well. However, I also want to talk about it in this episode. It's just a lot of stuff has been happening. So first of all, yes, I am on vacation. Secondly, I had planned on scheduling several videos for this week. Several episodes of Pancake Doodle that you guys could see, some of which were sequels to prior videos and prior episodes. However, a lot of stuff has happened with OneDrive, and I will get to that in 1 second. But firstly, I need to talk about what it is we are going to be drawing today. We will be drawing Bill Cipher. Now, some of you may be looking at this like, Bill Cipher's not that difficult to draw. I could draw Bill Cipher in my sleep. And yes, I agree with you. Bill Cipher is not that difficult to draw, and this video is not going to be very long. However, hear me out. I am doing this as a test. So this is the first time I'm working with a specific new microphone that I'm working with. I'm using the same camera, just my phone camera, and I'm doing the same sort of thing, same style as some of the other episodes. However, I'm using a new mic, and I'm also recording this with a different computer. So this is going to be a test for me to see if I can use this. I'm also doing a different editing software as well, only for the time being. So I guess this week of episodes will be very different compared to what you guys might be used to. And so just expect that for this entire week, Monday through Friday, looking forward. I do hopefully plan on trying to give you guys as many high quality episodes as I can possibly manage. Get this out of the way, box. But yes, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So this is the picture that I will put right here in editing. If I don't put it there, then you guys can all complain into the comments about how much you hate me and my voice and my stupid bald-headed face. And because you guys have all seen me on camera before, hopefully not just my hands. I mean, if this is all you guys really think of me when you think about me, it's kind of depressing. It's almost like I'm not even a body. I'm not a person. I'm not a conscience. I'm just a pair of hands going around just spouting crazy nonsense about being stuck in an apartment in the middle of the desert, drawing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, talking about just insane stuff that make no sense. Also going off on their own adventure, apparently. That was canon in one episode. You gotta watch the series. So, like I said, this is the picture we're going to be using. So, let's get into this. Microsoft, you need to fix your stuff, and here's why. Let me tell you all what Microsoft needs to fix. They need to fix the OneDrive. Not the OneDrive that is the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. No, I'm talking about the Microsoft program OneDrive. Although the other OneDrive might be very interesting to talk about, but that is not what we're talking about. Let me become very 100% serious, non-joking. I had videos, episodes of Pancake Doodle that I had saved for this entire week. This entire week. And for some reason, as I switched computers, because some of you may not know, okay, so I was in college and we left for break. There's a holiday break going on in the US. Everybody celebrates it. I'm like, whatever, okay. So I went back to the house that I live, and I mean, it's cool. I'm enjoying the vacation, but I wanted to have videos scheduled for this week. However, I also wanted to enjoy my vacation, right? So before going on vacation, I had plans to upload several Pancake Doodle episodes and just schedule them ahead of time so I wouldn't have to work on any over break. And I did. However, apparently, I just completely procrastinated and realized that this was really my fault because I did not upload them in enough time before I was actually leaving. And I'm not in a distance from the college that I go to that I can just go over there and get the videos uploaded. I can't do that. So basically what I'm saying is, I messed up. Okay, I messed up, but here's where Microsoft messed up, because as I switched computers, so I switched to a computer that does not have editing software capabilities outside of Clipchamp, which is kind of basic, and I use DaVinci for the most part for what I do, right? So my work laptop, my other laptop, I don't use that for video editing. I use it for school and other stuff, right? So I switched to that laptop, and the one that doesn't have the editing capabilities, And so I signed into my OneDrive because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get those videos scheduled. I just realized I need to get them scheduled because I don't want to leave you guys hanging high and dry on YouTube, right? So I did that. And yet, as I switched to my laptop and as I signed into the OneDrive account, which I know for a fact had all of my videos saved on it to upload ahead of time, the videos weren't there. I clicked again and again and again on the videos tab, and they just were not there. They were not there. I could not find them, and I kept Googling, or in this case, Microsoft Edging or Microsoft Binging, because that's what the engine I use, search engine I use. I kept searching on there. Hey, what is going on? I switched OneDrive account, but apparently my OneDrive account doesn't have the videos that I definitely have saved. That was last night. Nobody's gotten back to me since. Nice customer service. I'm very ticked off because I should have the videos there. Even at the very least, some of them are unedited. And again, that's my fault. I should have had them edited. But Microsoft's fault is not giving me the opportunity to even access those videos in the first place. You need to fix your OneDrive, Microsoft. You need to fix your OneDrive. I should not have had to download them to a separate Google Drive, so I should have had them. This shouldn't even be an issue. Apparently it is. And so, TLDR, Microsoft does not want me to upload YouTube videos. That is basically what I'm saying. You all can blame Microsoft. They're a good company at times, and other times it's just like, man. That's the thing with technology. It's so aggro, so aggy. I heard that saying a lot when I was a kid. Now I say it all the time. It's so aggy. Like, why are you agging me? Why are you egging me? You throwing eggs at my house like this is some Halloween movie from the 80s. That's what all kids used to do in the United States. They used to egg people's houses. I don't know. I wasn't even alive then, and I don't even know if I'd be living in the U.S. then. Okay, so the thing with Bill Cipher, I'm sorry that I had to start the episode off with that rant. I'm really sorry. Just technology really upsets me at times. And I feel like if we lived in a world where we could be free of a lot of technology, we would be happier. I genuinely believe that. Definitely have your Medicare. Definitely have your medical technology and all that stuff. Didn't mean to specifically say Medicare. There might be some political stuff surrounding that. But I love how I just wiggled my fingers saying that like I wanted to emphasize a point. Really, I was just being creepy. But you can have your medical technology. Cool. You could have some of the stuff like weapons that you might need to protect yourself in case the zombies rise up out of the ground. Great. Amazing. But the technology that's really annoying, I think we can just do away with all of that. And keep it as completely vague and ambiguous as possible so you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you, OneDrive. I'm talking about you. We need to replace you with some system that does it. Maybe a group of humans that save all of our videos for us. Actually, that would be significantly slower because you have to call somebody and be like, sir, do I have my YouTube videos that I was scheduled to upload this and they were stuck on my account? Could you see if I could access them in some way? And they were like, okay, let me check. And then you get some automated music playing on the phone. Be like some kind of Justin Timberlake. I never listened to Justin Timberlake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Timberlake fans. I've never listened to Justin Timberlake. I don't think that's my style of music. But then again, I don't know what he sings. I don't think I've ever heard a Justin Timberlake song. I don't think I ever have. That's crazy. That's salty. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. I know Justin Timberlake was really popular in the 2000s. I don't even know his era. I apologize. I don't mean to be offensive to any Timberlake fans. I'm so sorry. If you like Justin Timberlake, good on you. Hey, by the way, we're drawing Bill Cipher. We are drawing Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. Those of you who don't know, I probably should have done this at the beginning, but for those of you who don't know, Gravity Falls is a show. It's a very good show. I'm adjusting my picture right now so I can not only see it, but also see how much time I'm on. It's a good show. It's the cartoon about two kids, Dipper and Mabel. They go to a town called Gravity Falls in beautiful, beautiful Oregon, where there's a significant amount of nature and trees and everything else, and they encounter supernatural monsters. The climax slash well, I guess the main antagonist of the show is Bill Cipher, right? And he is this dream demon. He's like a Freddy Krueger, but he's so powerful. So, I don't know. He's just a triangle. He's a Dorito with one eye, but he's actually a pyramid. Illuminati, if you know what that is that whole thing. He looks like an Illuminati triangle, but like a cartoon version, and he's yellow and all that stuff. So that is Bill Cipher. That is his whole thing. That's his whole character. He enjoys causing chaos, and he does so in the most maniacal, gruesome, crazy ways. He tries to stop the end of the world and Gravity Falls. So that's basically it. And so I really like this show. I like what it is. It's very funny. I think that in the grand scheme of things, because there's this whole list of cartoons that is similar to Gravity Falls. Like Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Steven Universe, Adventure Time. There's this whole list of shows that's similar. I feel like Gravity Falls is up there among all of them with the humor. Because it bridges the gap between adult and teen humor. And I like that. I like that. You don't have to go too far. You don't have to be edgy. You could just be in the middle. Teen and adult, in the middle. In the middle. Yeah, I like this. What are my thoughts on Bill Cipher as a character? He's nice. He's really not... Well, he's not nice. He's actually extremely evil and sadistic. But he's a very nice concept as a character. Both in terms of how he's designed and how he acts. Okay, you guys just want me to draw this. You don't care about my opinions on a kid's show. It's not even around anymore. It's canceled. I did see some people are talking about it's going to come back. Me personally, I'm fine with the way it ended. I had no problems. I thought it was completely okay. It ended on a good note, closed a lot of doors. I really don't feel like there's anything you add to the story at this point. I mean, who even knows what the axolotl is that Bill Cipher was talking about? It was like XOLOTL something 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 shall rise again. And then everybody got amnesia. Except it was just Stan. There was a goat. And then they made sandwiches. And then they all had happily ever after. Somebody punched a squid. And that was it. That was pretty much it. That was all Gravity Falls. That's all it was. Forever and always. Okay. Side note, I really think Oregon is a beautiful state. I think Portland looks like a very beautiful city. And I think watching this show reminds you of that. If you've never been to Portland, if you've never been to Oregon, it seems like a very beautiful state among U.S. states. If you hear barking in the background, that is my dog. We have 2 dogs, both very crazy. One of them apparently... Okay, so I lived in this house for a while, right? The one that I'm currently in. Not going to give you all any details because there's some creepy people out there. However, one of our dogs was a baby when I first met her. And so now she is grown up and she doesn't even recognize me. So she assumes that I'm an intruder every single time I come to the house. That's crazy. So every time I go up to my dog, she always backs away and she's like, oh, 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 oh. And she always backs away. I just backed away a few steps away from the camera too. Just to make a point. You know what would be really awesome? If I could have a pet dinosaur. Just a pet dinosaur that could go around, be like something off Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal. Go around showing off my pet dinosaur to people. Nobody would mess with me. Except the government would mess with me. They would fire missiles at me. But I'd be like, dinosaur, chomp. And then the dinosaur would be like, hush. I'm sorry, I did not mean to make that noise. I'm going to cover that, censor that noise in post and replace it with a much more suitable and appropriate noise. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if I had a pet dinosaur, that's exactly what I would use it for. Eating missiles. And also eating anybody that crosses my path. Yeah, Bill Cipher's not that difficult. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm almost finished. Oh, look. There it is. Hey. Look, it's Bill. It's Bill Cipher. Here it is. Here's the final product. So, here's the original. And this is the final. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was this? Really a 2. It is just a triangle with an eye in the middle and a lot of stuff. But I mean, that adds to Bill's character, right? That makes him what he is and all that stuff. Also, how would I fight Bill? If the apocalypse ever happened and Bill was there and I had to fight him, really what you would have to do is, I mean, Stan trapped him in his mind, so that's a good point. I guess you could just pray. Do what they did at the end of Earthbound or Mother and just pray all the time. And they got Gygas out of there. Death battle. If you're watching this, who would win in a fight? Gygas or Bill? Answer that. And also you, the viewer, comment that down below. Comment below how well you think I did at this. And comment below how well you did at this if you joined with me. Send some screenshots too. I have my socials down below. Speaking of my socials, you can follow them to support the channel. You can support the channel by subscribing to the channel. You can subscribe to the channel by liking the video. This is Pancake Doodle.